It's early evening and I'm on duck house mucking out duties. Normally I do this in the morning when I have masses of energy, but this morning not so much. This morning I was really tired. So first thing this morning I did the birds, got Mr. Jason breakfast, finally finished planting out those broad beans, and then I potted for quite a while today, literally just pottering around. I didn't stop. I seemed to be busy the entire time. I couldn't tell you what I was doing. Anyway, after Mr. J got home and I cooked him some lunch, I had a snooze. I had a snooze on the sofa, so I probably look a bit like I've had a sleep, and that's because I have. What I did do today though was spend a few minutes online just having a quick look at what some of the other smallholders that I'm friends with are doing. And I want to say happy birthday to Mark Bracey, who has joined us in the Over 50s Club. Happy birthday, Mark. If you're not familiar with Mark's channel, he is at Bumblebee Junction. That's worth checking out. They do some good stuff. As a bit of an experiment, during those 2 or 3 days over the weekend where it was really, really hot, I left the duck house doors open to try and get some air circulating through, to dry out the bedding, and I think that was a really good idea. It's been less smelly, and I've noticed when I've come to get the eggs in the morning, it's appreciably just less yuck. So I think for the summer that is what I'll keep doing. Because although there's ventilation holes all around this house and the doors don't fit perfectly, so there's some ventilation through the doors, the extra air circulating and drying things out must be better for them. Absolutely must be better. And you know, I change this bedding on a very regular basis. I never let it get to the point of being absolutely saturated, because that's yuck for them. Why would you want to sleep in your own yuckiness? Don't clear it out every day, but in the middle of winter, when they're in there for longer, it's every 3 days, and in the summer goes up to about every 5 days, and I think in the very height of summer last year it was every 6 days, because they spent so little time in here, they weren't really messing it very much. But that's been an interesting and worthwhile thing to do, to leave those doors open and get all that ventilation and all the sun, which spends most of the day behind me here, getting the sun into there and drying it out as well. I need to get this poop into an appropriate place. This bed behind me I had originally earmarked for raspberries or strawberries, then changed my mind and then really couldn't decide what to do with it. Anyway, in the end I've put some more of the asparagus plants into it, in 2 rows here, and then in the centre there's a dip in the soil. I'm going to start filling that with this duck bedding. And then make some little wells in it, and probably plant right through it into the soil. And I think I'm probably going to put my pine berries in there. Pine berries are like strawberries, same shape, with the seeds on the outside of the fruit, which means it's not a fruit, but we know what we mean. With the seeds on the outside, except the flesh is white and it tastes slightly of pineapple. It's sweet, pineapple-y, and I managed to get hold of 6 or 8 plants, not many, last year, but they will send out runners just like strawberries do, so the number of plants I get will multiply over the years. I'm going to get those in the centre of here. If I need to move them at a later date, well, that's fine, because they're in the centre and they're away from the roots of the asparagus. Should be fine just to lift them. So I'd best get on with this, or else the sun will have gone down and the ducks won't have any bedding, and they'll be telling me off. Several people have asked me what sort of bedding I use for the chickens and ducks. It's called Bed Wrap, and that's the brand name. It's dust extracted animal bedding, and it's actually chopped rapeseed straw. This isn't an organic product. While I would love to be able to use an organic bedding, I haven't yet found one within anywhere near the price range that I could afford to use, and so I have to make compromises where I have to make them.